Dear Sir Madam, thank you for the invitation and opportunity to present you my concept design for Louis Vuitton reception in a headquarters in New York City. My name is Anna and I'm the creative director of Manam Interiors. So let's start the presentation. Design proposal for Louis Vuitton, table of content. We will start with concept and design drivers. So here we can see screenshots from the advertisement, the feminine nature that it can be very soft, fresh, but also elegant and sharp. And here we can see Louis Vuitton collaboration with the artist, its unique jewelry, and also images that relate to travel. That is very important for the branding. On the next slide, we can see screenshots from the fashion shows. Louis Vuitton items are luxurious, elegant, but also with the spice of fantasy in them. So this is what I consider for the concept. And here is more a little bit of key drivers and values that Louis Vuitton considered. So creativity, excellent fantasy, luxury. Concept board. So I've used the creative element in a boost of color, New York City image, very elegant, luxurious fabric, Louis Vuitton bracelets, images related to travel, and screenshots from the fashion shows, as we all know that the space will be used for the fashion shows as well, and traditional Louis Vuitton bag. Now we're moving on to the plan. We can see how the space was divided into 3 zones. We have a waiting area, we have reception area, and we have, waiting area, reception area, and art gallery. Art gallery was created in order to exhibit the product, and it was enough of space to do that. It's the art galleries on the north side. There's not enough of lighting, so that's why it's the best place to put the art gallery. Reception area in the middle, so it's easy access to the reception, easy flow to walk behind the reception and access to the offices. Behind the reception there will be branded Louis Vuitton panel. Waiting area is on the south side where there's a lot of natural lighting, so this is the best space for the sofas where people can rest. Now we're moving on to the view of the main elevation. We can see the Louis Vuitton branded bracelets with Louis Vuitton logo, exhibited product on it, lots of creativity going on in here. The branded Louis Vuitton panel, runner on the reception that relates to the traditional Louis Vuitton color, and a very creative fixture that hangs from the ceiling is blended with the very simple lighting. We're moving on to the west side section. We can see that the panels they relate to the traditional colors of Louis Vuitton, and innovation is also visible in here in a form of video wall. And here we can see the creative part in a form of this picture hanging from the ceiling. And on this slide, on the north wall, we can see a display unit that it will be filled with the sand that comes from the desert. So it relates to travel, and the product is very well displayed. Now we're moving on to the south side where there will be a waiting area. So waiting area, we've used a high-end Courvoisier sofas as this building relates to the Bauhaus period. That's why we've used those sofas, and we also use a skyscrapers table that relate to New York City. And here we have a plan view, so you can see all the finishes, how they work together, and also the space. However, with this space, I will show you my 3D model, so then you can see how the traffic will flow. What is important in here, that in this plan view, you can actually see the L created from the panel, and the letter V, this is the desk shape. So Louis Vuitton in the plan, and you can see that it will be easy access. I will also like to show you sample board. Sample board that shows all the finishes. So we have selection of marble for the wall, for the floor, We have brass and copper that will be used on the screen, the screen behind the reception. Then we have a leather sample that will be used for the sofas in the waiting area, and the high gloss panels that will be used on the wall where the video wall is. And of course the very red juicy fabric that will be used, that will be hanging from the ceiling. So now I will just show you quickly the selection of the furniture in the so we can see the sofa, Corbusier sofa, skyscraper table, and the reception desk. However, the runner on the reception desk will be in the traditional Louis Vuitton branded colors. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you very much for your time. And now we have time for questions. Thank you. Manam Interiors.